Hey y'all, it's Saturday afternoon. I just got home from Tampa. I went over and got a facial. Yay, holistic skincare Tampa. I love it. In my milkweed huts, this morning there was one Monarch that had just eclipsed, but it looks like there's another one in there. So let's go check them out. So you can see in there, one hanging. And there's another one on the back wall. Okay, y'all, so I came in to get the tape because it occurs to me, you guys never get to see me test. I'm sorry, you're bouncy because you're attached to my head. This is so funny. Anyway, you guys never really get to see me actually test for OE because it requires two hands. And when I'm filming, I have one hand on my camera. So I'm going to see if I can capture this. I am going to test this. So you're going to see I am going to get the tape sample. Hopefully you'll see that. And then I'm going to release them because regardless of the result, I didn't raise these guys. They just spent a few minutes of their life in my enclosure. So I get the tape ready and I just hold it like that. And then I'll get the butterfly and I get it right on his wings, right up close to where its wings attach. And then see where his little body is out right there, or her. I haven't even looked to see who it is. I'll just rub the tape on it so that some samples stick to it. It's a him. And then I'll let him go. And then I'll go hook this tape with the sample on it onto a slide. And then I'll come back and get the other one, and then we'll check under the microscope. I should have brought the slide out with me, but I wasn't thinking. It's so weird having this on my head because I cannot tell like what you're seeing because I can't see it. Hopefully some of it came out good though. So here's a slide and I will just stick it where the part where the sample is down the slide, and there I go. So let me go and do the next one. And then I'll let that baby go. Okay, so now I've got the two samples of the scales from the abdomen, and then I'll just put them on my microscope and look and see if I see any spores. So you can see this is the second Monarch and it looks clear, which is fabulous. This is the first Monarch. You can see there are spores, definite spores. Here's another view of another area of that same first Monarch. You can see the scales and you can see the spores are those little brown football shaped looking things, and then the giant grayish things are the scales. Now this is another section of that second Monarch and you see a few spores. Not nearly as many as the first one, but there are a few. There were some spores there and I did release them because this is Florida and we have a high OE rate. But we don't migrate, so we're not going to interfere with the migratory Monarch population. We're just going to keep existing as our own. You know, I did read something interesting that suggested that the Florida population has better ability to withstand a higher spore load because they just live with it so much more that they've kind of developed a compatibility with a higher load spore because they're definitely surviving. So I don't know, that would be so fascinating. I hope somebody's out there studying the Florida population because you could learn a lot about OE wants the monarchs to thrive because OE doesn't exist without them. So its intent is not to destroy the monarchs. Its intent is to live with them. I hope all that made sense. Anyway, there's two beautiful butterflies out there flying around now, and that's a beautiful thing. Now, I wanted to show you those microscope shots because I wanted you to get to see what the OE looks like and what the butterfly scales look like. It's quite interesting. And because I am in Florida and I am dealing with the non-migratory population that is known to have a high spore load or percentage, it's different for me to release ones that have a spore load than it is for somebody who lives somewhere where there's normally a low spore load and has monarchs that are migratory. So I just want to get that point out, and I hope that makes sense to you. If you have questions about that, just ask in the comments. But we're going to carry on. Today I went and I had a facial in Tampa at Holistic Skincare of Tampa, which I love. I love Amy. It's her place. She's fabulous. Very, very into holistic skincare. Nothing that is damaging or causes inflammation and gives you those fake results where your skin's just been damaged and it's swelling as a result of the damage you just caused it. But it makes it look better because it's all. This is not that kind of place. It's incredible. So if you're in the Tampa area, you might want to check her out. Anyway, the Nectary, who you know I love, posted on their Instagram this morning that they had a fresh batch of swamp milkweed. And I was like, oh, really? Come on, Nectary. I've got a facial today. I mean, I only go once every, I don't know, like 6 weeks or so. And the Saturday that I've got my facial scheduled, there's the Nectary with a new batch. So I told my husband, I said, will you please run over there? He's like, do you need more swamp milkweed? I said, no, but I want some. So he went over, he got me 4 plants, and they're sitting over there. We're going to go check them out and figure out what I'm going to do with them. I do have that new damaged Poré hut coming in, so maybe they'll be designated for that. I don't know. Yeah, our neighbors had to have one of their trees taken out. It was rotted on the inside. I mean, it was a tree that really did need to go. Otherwise, it was going to go on its own on our cars or their cars. But we got some good firewood from it for Friday night fires in the fall, which will be coming our way soon. And then here are our trash bins. And look where my husband sets the milkweed, like on the upside down bin on the other side of the fence. Because you can't get this gate open because all the wood's here anyway, and this gate's hard to open anyway, but isn't that funny? So there's my milkweed. That's why we're over here by this pile of firewood, and I'm just gonna grab it and bring it in. Actually, I do not currently have any Monarch eggs that I brought in. My current Monarchs are the ones that I brought home. The caterpillars inside in my enclosure are the ones that I brought home from Sweet Bay. So I think I'm going to leave these out here as lures sort of thing to entice monarchs to lay some eggs on them. And then I can take them in and bleach wash them and get another small, very small set of monarchs going. I'm actually just going to put these in my nectar garden. These are absolutely gorgeous plants. Like, if I would have gone, I probably would have got 10 of them. But that's okay. 4. I'll take 4. I'll take 4. Thank you, Nectary, for getting in more swamp milkweed. All right, there we go. So I'll be checking these regularly for some eggs, and then when I get enough, I'll bring them in.